Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. Today we are going to start the overview of microwave transmission lines, which was first topic of our syllabus. The microwave or electromagnetic wave. The microwaves are electromagnetic waves with wavelengths ranging from 1 millimeter to 1 meter. Or else, if you want to define in terms of frequencies, means 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. This definition is suitable for olden days. Nowadays, the microwave signal frequency starts from 1 gigahertz to 300 gigahertz. Microwave, when the wavelength of signal are roughly the same as the dimensions of the equipment, so the lumped element circuit theory is inaccurate. You know it, what is meant by lumped element. So what type of components you require for designing lumped element means if you design your lumped element with the help of discrete components, means you need to call your device your element is the lumped element. So that lumped element circuit theory is inaccurate. So this is the introduction. We already discussed microwaves are electromagnetic waves with wavelengths ranging from 1 millimeter to 1 meter, or frequencies between 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. And the term microwave generally refers to alternate current signal with frequency between 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. You need to remember, the term microwave generally refers to alternating current signals with frequencies between 300 megahertz to 300 gigahertz. Both are in IEC standard. And the microwave frequency starts from, we already discussed that, 1 gigahertz. If you are going to measure a signal which will be in the form of a wavelength, means that should be 30 centimeters wavelength. If your signal is going to note down in terms of centimeters in the wavelength. Electromagnetic waves longer than microwaves are called radio waves. Electromagnetic waves longer than microwaves are called radio waves. So why means which will be designing low frequency with the help of low frequency. And electromagnetic radiation with shorter wavelength. Electromagnetic radiation with shorter wavelengths may be called millimeter wavelengths in terahertz. These are the list of contents. Just you need to remember microwave frequency bands, frequency range, microwave source, advantages of microwaves, applications of microwave engineering. Coming to first one, microwave frequency bands. The microwave spectrum is usually defined as electromagnetic energy ranging from approximately 1 gigahertz to 1000 gigahertz in frequency. But in the olden days, includes lower frequencies. They will be designing their signals with the help of low frequency bands. But most common applications are within the 1 to 40 gigahertz. Because of that reason, we are able to establishing here frequency bands. The frequency bands here we have as defined by the Radio Society of Great Britain are shown in the slide. This is the designing. This is the frequency range specification. Just you need to remember what are the designations we have: L, S, C, X, T, U, T, A band. And the frequency ranges are from 1 to 40 gigahertz. If we have a frequency band from 1 to 2 gigahertz means is called as L band. If you have a frequency band from 2 to 4 gigahertz means you need to call that is S band. If you have a signal frequency range between 4 to 8 gigahertz means you need to call that is C band. If you have a signal frequency band 8 to 12 gigahertz means you need to call those signal is in the X band. If you have a signal frequency band 12 to 18 gigahertz, you need to call your signal is in the Ku band, like that Ka and Ke. So these are the microwave frequency bands. Next, frequency range. The microwave range includes ultra high frequency, which have 0.3 to 3 gigahertz frequency range, or you need to call ultra high frequency directly. No need to call microwave frequency. A microwave range includes directly you need to call ultra high frequency range is so and so 0.3 to 3 gigahertz, and super high frequency range is between 3 to 30 gigahertz, and extremely high frequency range EHF 30 to 300 gigahertz. Like that you need to classify. If you have a microwave frequency signal, that signal range is so and so means you need to classify and you need to segregate like this. Let us assume if you have a signal above 300 gigahertz, you need to call that is infrared or optical window frequency range signals. If you have the signal frequency above 300 gigahertz, you need to call your signal is in either infrared or optical window frequency range. Next, microwave source. Microwave source. So the vacuum tube based device operate on the ballistic motion of the electron in a vacuum under the influence of controlling electric or magnetic fields, and include the magnetron, klystron, traveling wave tubes, and gytron. These are the sources for transferring your information from one place to another place. And these devices works in the density modulated mode rather than the current modulated mode. This means that they work on the basis of clumps of electron flying ballistically through them rather than using a continuous stream. Coming to advantages of microwaves. There are several advantages from microwaves, among which we will discuss only 4 advantages, main advantages. The first one is communication. Under the communication, before the advent of fiber optic transmission, most long distance telephone calls were carried via microwave point to point links through sites like AT&T. The starting in the earlier 1950s, frequency division multiplex was used to send up to 5,400 telephone channels on each microwave radio channel, with as many as 10 radio channels combined into one antenna for the hook to next site up to maybe most probably 70 kilometers away. And in the wireless LAN protocol, such as Bluetooth and IEEE 802.11 specifications, are used microwaves in the 2.4 gigahertz band. And in the metropolitan area networks, MAN protocol such as WiMAX, worldwide interoperability for microwave access, WiMAX means, based in the IEEE 802.16 specifications. And cable TV, internet access and coaxial cable as well as broadcast television use some of the lower microwave frequencies. In some mobile network, some mobile phone networks also we will use, like GSM. We will use low frequency signals. And in the microwave radio stations also we will use these microwaves for broadcasting and telecommunication transmissions. Coming to remote sensing. So where we will use these microwaves act as a remote sensing means in the radar uses. The microwave radiation to detect the range, speed, and other characteristics of remote objects. And in the development of radar was accelerated during World War II due to its great military utility.
Sir,
Yeah, Nana.
someone is removing me from meeting, sir. Mark us as attendee.